growing up in these like Baptist and Christian churches, when they have like the false prophet and you're going to be healed immediately. Yeah. And I'm not saying that true prophets don't exist, but when I was growing up, it was a whole lot of, oh, you're going to be instantaneously healed. And I saw nothing, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, right. But he does his chant, he does the initiation, and all of a sudden my body starts like jerking back and forth. I could feel this energy being released from me and this other energy being imparted into me, almost as if I was being cleansed, and tears of bliss were rolling down my face. And I was like, that is it. I don't know what that was, but that is exactly what I've been searching for. And that became like the blueprint, the compass of all my studies after that. And it became like how I measured whether or not something was authentic or not. It's like, can I feel it? Because you can't just tell me something and I take it for face value. So, you know, a lot of people take those moments where they feel like they're losing their mind and they're just like, oh man, but it's like, that's the best place to be.
Because isn't that what you were saying earlier? That's Spirit will test you. Spirit will, or not even test you, but will show you things to see. Did you really want this? Because I'm going to put this in your face. Are you ready to go left or go right?
Yeah, in terms of that regard too. And if you ignore it, if you know better, or you ignore the signs or ignore the whispers, because it'll be like a whisper. Like, you know, it can be something as simple as I'm walking by and Spirit tells me, move this away because it might fall. And you might be like, oh, it's fine. But then you ignore it and somebody walks by and they're like, boom, and they knock it over. And it's like, Spirit told you to move it. So you got to listen to those subtle hints like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, I won't say so much as it being a test, as much as it being like, we got to mold you into being strong enough, into being who you desire to be. That's going to cause you to have to go through this rebirth. You know how they say, like, you know, they say things like your new life's going to cost you your old one. If you want to be someone different, if you want to move into your higher self version of you, you can't do what you've been doing in the past. And so, yeah, it may feel like a test, but you're being molded and shaped into what you desire to be.
And it's still also up to you till the very end, right? To choose.
Of course.
If you're going to listen, if you're asking for answers. I know for me, like, I've prayed, asked for answers to things, and then I think sometimes when I hear it, I still don't want to move because it feels completely uncomfortable. And the more now I'm at a place where it's like, okay, just listen. Because why else would you be hearing this? You've been praying, you've been asking. Even though the answer is not showing up how you imagined it, because you want to get to, I want to get to Z. I'm asking for Z. And Spirit might present me with B. You know, I'm at A, it might present me with B, and I'm looking for Z, you know? And so being able to be like, okay, well, this is B, step out on faith with B, and then let it go to C, D, E, F, that kind of thing.
And you know what? Sometimes it's not even like that. Sometimes you just need to listen, and then you step out on that B, and then Spirit will be like, okay, let me try a little bit more. Takes you to D. Okay. All right, we just finna zoom, take you straight to Z. Like, there have been certain opportunities, like in my life right now, like I have a book deal that I just got right now.
Yeah, you were telling me.
And it's not like I was like, okay, I need to write a book. I knew that was going to be in my future. But there are certain things that are happening in my life that I couldn't have even manifested better if I tried. So sometimes Spirit is going to just come through and bless you with the Z. You just never know. But that's the problem. We try to figure things out with our logical mind when our job is never to worry about the how. It's just to just position and align ourselves to be ready for when we get what we want. But it's not to worry about the how.